you won't be marching down Caoimhín Road. Everybody together! Long live the fields of Auckland, where once we watched the small free birds fly. If you're going to Drumtree, pitch your tent beneath that tree. No, you won't be marching down Caoimhín Road. By a lonely Drumtree hill, 10,000 orangemen waiting still. For they want to march the streets of Portadown with their sashes and their flute, bowler hats and Sunday suit. No, you won't be marching down Caoimhín Road. Let's hear everybody singing. No, I can't hear you. If you're going to Drumtree, pitch your tent beneath that tree. No, you won't be marching down Caoimhín. Take it away there, young Billy McKim. She watched the last star falling as the prison ship sailed out against the sky. For she waits and hopes and prays for her love, for the IRA. No, you won't be marching down Caoimhín. Everybody, let's hear you singing. Long live the fields of Auckland, where once we watched the small seabirds fly. Our love was on the wing, we had songs too. No, you won't be marching Caoimhín. You're on your own, no excuses this time! Hey, baby, what's the free bird fly? If you're going to Drumtree, picture beneath that. No, you won't be marching down Caoimhín Road. Let's hear you singing now. Long live the fields of Auckland, where once we watched the small free bird fly. If you're going to Drumtree, pitch your tent beneath that tree. So you won't be marching down Caoimhín. Everybody together, let's hear you singing now.
Yes, there we go, our folks. And that one was especially for local MP from Portadown and Bombridge. The really honourable. She's not too honourable, is she? Like Carla Lockhart. Heard her dance on the radio this morning about how this parade that these men just want to finish their lawful parade and get home. So they, because they haven't been home since. When was it?
Since 1998, was it?
They're all still up in Drumtree under their tents.
Faded out and nothing. So funny enough, she had put a comment out today about that and about them being denied their civil and religious liberties. And
Yeah.
I says to them, well, why don't they go into the church when they're up there and pray for them?
Exactly. So, folks, you're very welcome. Welcome back.
Good evening, all.
To Rebel FM.
Oh,
Harney.
are you getting what I got?
No, just I coughed and farted at the same time. So
flipping me.
you'll have that's why I opened
Too
up
much information.
No, well, here there'll be a few of them in it. So, yeah, folks, so welcome back to Rebel FM. Marty, Trust has got over his dose of man flu from last week, has he? Left us in the shit completely, like.
Speaking of shit, we'll not go there.
Was there plenty of it?
It might have been a bit, and it was more
Just
than
a bit.
talked.
Yeah, folks, so we're now live. We're multi-streaming on Facebook and YouTube, and not
Smell you,
Can you smell it? Hang on.
dirty animal.
Well, that's what the window's open for.
Jesus Christ.
We're no longer on Twitter because I've just been informed tonight when we went to go live that Elon Musk now requires me to buy a premium package on Twitter if I want to go live, and there's no way I'm giving him any money because he has enough already.
For him to give it to Trump.
Exactly. So we'll give that a miss.
Indeed.
Sorry, Elon, you're not getting any of my money. So you aren't. Folks, yes, we're live right through to 9 o'clock tonight on Facebook and YouTube. So you know the crack. If you're watching on Facebook, you can basically share the group, share the stream around any of your friends and family, any of your groups you're on. Just hit the share button. I'll tell you, it helps to get the numbers up on a Wednesday night. Of course, if you're watching the show on YouTube, our main channel, of course, please like and subscribe to the channel first off, and then give the wee bell icon a click, and it'll let you know once we go live. Because I do know people that said when they're watching it on Facebook they don't get a notification now straight away. I think that's more to do with just my page is such on it's such last legs. Facebook just about lets us have it existing, so they more or less said your page can exist, but people need to find it if they wanna. We're not gonna give them any help to find your page. You know what I mean?
So looking for it.
Exactly. So when we just wondering why they don't get a notification, James probably being one of them, so he always says I never get a notification anymore. That whenever you're live on Facebook, that's the reason why. It's not my fault, unfortunately. So folks, yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, please give the page a like and a subscribe, and get the wee bell icon. So Marty, what's the crack? How's you?
Not bad. Great All-Ireland hurling final on Sunday.
Oh, powerful, man.
Absolutely powerful.
Yes, like.
It was one of the best finals I ever watched.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
I do think I've seen a few Cork ones sort of glancing at the end or robbed and all and stuff, but I think after pulling the shirt, like
to be fair, they did have a point, but the way I look at that is well, they did have several. You know, when you watch it in real time, it was hard to see it happening when you consider the position of the referee and where he was and the view that he had of it. But when you see it in slow motion, yes, Cork definitely should have had a free, and it probably would have levelled the game for them.
Yep.
However, they did have the chance to level the game, and they put it wide, the last kick of the match.
But I think Cork basically should have had the match. Like,
listen, Cork were 8 points up after 10 minutes.
I didn't see the full game. I was down in the Titanic with the kids at their the Trad Fest thing at the Caoimhín, which was brilliant, by the way. So it's very good. But so it was live on the BBC, so I kept sort of flicking the iPlayer on and off to see the score. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And we're standing actually at the queue at the ice cream van, and 3 or 4 fellas looking at my phone going, they're going, Jesus Christ, this match is powerful. It's just like 1 point for them, 1 point for them, 1 point for them.
Well,
and
they were level 15 times.
Like, they made the goals as well. Like,
yeah.
Jesus,
yeah.
like.
It was more like a cricket score.
But brilliant match.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Great entertainment.
And it was great to see obviously a lot of the English ones commenting on
I've been following a lot of the comments on Twitter during the week, and the number of English people, Welsh people, and even Scottish people that commented on it and saying, "Whoa, where has this been all my life?
What is this mad game?
This is crazy.
How is this legal?"
Even the referee got a bump on the head and he got up and got on with it.
Exactly. Brilliant match, like.
Not like he's soccer players.
Oh, definitely, I know. So folks, we're going, for the very first time on the live show on a Wednesday, we have two guests on, not just one, we have two. So coming up in about 5 minutes time, we're going to play another song here for you. About 5 minutes time, we're going to have Quinn on the show. Kev OD talking about he's going to be doing a charity cycle ride on his own, unaided, all the way from Mallinhead to Mizenhead over 5 days in August, which it's going to be a massive feat to do. So he'll be talking all about the cycle and obviously telling us where he's going to be going and stuff and what the charity is made of. And then in the second half of the show, pardon me, we're going to be having our good friend of the show, Mr. Rebel Sundays, Damien Quinn, coming on to chat about the re-release of his sort of viral track, Come On Armagh, that was originally released in 2002 for Armagh won the All-Ireland. So he's given it a wee bit of a jig and updated it a wee bit, so he has, and got his daughter involved as well. So we're going to be playing that track later on. So Damien's going to be coming on just to talk about the track. So I'll be looking forward to that. So who do I have listening so far, Marley Knight?
Well, we've quite a few people in the comments here at the minute. Starting off with James McMullen, JMP #1, Philomeno O'Sullivan, Mick1967, James Craig Young, Iona's on. Good to see you, Iona.
How you doing, Iona? What's happening?
Good to have you back, boys, after Marty's man flu. James McMullen's tagging everybody in here, which is good to see.
Good on yourself, James.
Alan Chucky McPherson's in, looking for a Damien Quinn song. Hugh McKenna's on. Hugh, it was good to meet you there a couple of weeks ago up in the Devonish, man. Great to meet you. Mick says, hope everyone's in good health. Who's this Man City lot? And yes, we'll have to give mention to our Celtic team last night, who I think played phenomenal football in the first half of that game against Man City. Casper Schmeichel pulled off a couple of world-class saves, and Quinn's 2 goals were unbelievable. They're out of this world. But anyway, James is still tagging people. Tracy Gallagher, Craig Young, Iona, tried to tag Michelle Devaney. James Debbie McLeave's on. How are you doing, James?
What's crack, James?
Good to see you, Patricia.
Come on.
Steph McNally's on. Hello, Steph. How you doing?
Steph, what's happening? Here, how's the new job going? The bus driving then? Have you started yet, or are you just doing your training or what? Let us know, mate. God help them poor people of Glasgow when they're getting you on their bus.
Now there's somebody on there called Owl.
Owl.
That's another one.
Is that Kathleen on, is it?
Derek Darcy's on. Chucky, your mother's on. I'm here but going out soon. I'm surprised that wasn't followed with a request. And Patricia McCulloch is tagging people as well. So that's all we have in there. And
right, so what we'll do
there's
is
only one request in through the whole lot. So folks, get your requests in there.
What we'll do, we'll get Kev on now, right, to start things off, and then we'll play another song. So he's on the line now. So he is. So hopefully by the power of the internet, we should be going live to Dublin right now. So Kev, can you hear us?
Hello, mate. What's the crack?
Oh, hold on a second. I'll turn this down. I just blew the ears off both of us there.
Blew my ears off.
See that?
Oh, yeah. I have a habit of doing that.
So listen, mate, fair play, welcome along to the show tonight. So we'll have on the screen here now that about why the reason you're on this evening for CR. So obviously a few weeks ago when we were away in Scotland, you sort of went into great detail of what you're doing this year charity cycle race. So first of all, mate, what gave you the idea to do this here?
Well, it's something I've always wanted to do. Like, I mean, I've been into cycling for, like, I know it doesn't look it, but I have been into. I've been doing cycling. Like, I mean, I've always loved cycling. I mean, a good few years ago, I cycled from Galway to Dublin for the Crumlin Children's Hospital there. I've gone back now as far as 2015. So, like, I've always been into cycling, you know. But I decided that I would combine the two, really, because like, the mental health is a big thing for me, you know, and I did want to raise money for a worthy cause, and I decided I'd combine the two and just I've always wanted to cycle from the north of Ireland to the south of Ireland. It's something I've always wanted to do, so I decided I might as well try and raise money for it, you know.
So tell us about the charity who you decided to go in partnership with, whatever, for this.
Oh, it's Pieta. Pieta is the name of the charity. They're a very established, very well-known charity. Obviously, Pieta would be a mental health services charity that specialise in obviously trying to prevent suicide and self-harm for very vulnerable people who are feeling very low and depressed. And to be honest, there's so many great worthy charities out there, but I just chose this one because it's a charity very close to my heart. So, I mean, to be honest, I've had trouble with mental health in the past, and I've made no secret about that. I've always been very open and upfront about that. You know, for anyone that ever wanted to talk about it. You know, so for that reason, and the reason why another reason why I chose Pieta was because obviously it is a charity that tries to prevent those that are feeling vulnerable and suicidal. And I mean, to be honest, suicide has become a pandemic in itself. With regards to young people taking their own lives, you know, not having any really sense of self-worth, and it's just ruined families. It has ruined families. Definitely, and it has destroyed. I've seen families that it has ruined, and it's just it's. I mean, I think somebody has to try and do something. Somebody has to address the problem that we're losing so many. And
I think as well, it's one of the least sort of funded as well from the government. Sort of, it's the same here in the north, you know. Yeah. Obviously, when we released the CD a few years ago for the two mental health charities in West and North Belfast, and obviously when I went over to speak with them, and they're like, listen, look, I mean, they're knocking our doors down. We can only take so many people in, so we only have so many sort of people to deal with them, and we get next to nothing. I mean, from the government, like, I mean, the support for mental health charities is just like terrible.
And you know, it's appropriate. It's appropriate as well, you know, that we're talking about this tonight, because it actually was headline news on UTV at 6 o'clock tonight. Was the mental health situation here in the north in particular. I wouldn't be overly aware of whether it's as bad in the south or not, Kev. You might be able to shed some light on that. But certainly in the north here, it was headline news this evening. You're seeing it every day on Facebook, you know, people talking about mental health charities and everything else. So fair play to you, Kevin, for doing this.
Cheers, Marty. Thanks, mate. But here, I mean, like, you are spot on there. It's more or less the same down here in the south, because I was talking to, like, I'm speaking to, her name is Katrina O'Mahony, and she works for Pieta, and she was telling me that 85% of the money that is like that Pieta work off, 85% of it is raised through fundraising events, like, you know, marathons, like hikes, and not just cycles, but other events as well, you know, like the Darkness to Light, the walks and sponsored walks, everything. So 85% of the money they work off is raised through events like this. You know, so it's absolutely underfunded. It really is. It's so it's just like, I mean, and I will say the amount of generosity people have. I mean, I've nearly raised about €1,500. Nearly, we're not quite there yet, but
did you set a target at the start of what you wanted to get, or like, have you broke your target? Or?
Yeah, I originally set the target at €1,000, right, but within a week it hit 1,000. So wow. I wasn't expecting. I mean, look, it was brilliant and it was amazing, and I mean, for all those people that donated, I mean, I thank them so much, you know.
Yeah.
Because But because we reached the target so quickly, I think it was after 6 days, the GoFundMe link reached over €1,000. So I said, okay, right. So I raised it to 1,500. So I'm going to leave it at 1,500 now. But it's currently at, I think it's 1,335. So look, I mean, I've no doubt we'll hit the 1,500 mark, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've just put on the screen now, obviously, so you've set yourself a target of visit 35 sort of towns and villages in 5 days, right? Obviously, I sent you the graphics earlier on, so you told me last night what all of the places you're doing. So Marty's going to go through him here. So day one, Marty, so tell us where he's will be going on the first day.
Right, so day one, he's starting off in Mallinhead. He's hitting Carndonald, Muff, Derry, Strabane, Drumquin and Dromore.
So finish up in Tyrone then?
Yeah. So I've an overnight stay in Dromore, I do. So I basically every day I have to reach my destination, because that's where me accommodation is. So if I don't reach me destination every day, I've nowhere to stay.
So basically, you just going to be staying like in B&Bs? Have you already got these all arranged where you're going to be staying and stuff? Or
Oh yeah, no, the B&Bs, yeah, my first night is in Dromore, so I'll be staying. Originally, when we were setting out the route, my ambition was to try and reach Enniskillen, like, but I just thought, no, it's probably a bit too far on the first day, you know.
Yeah, you had that whole bloody Dromore, Ocker, Clocker, 5 miles as well, all the way in Enniskillen, like, and or a few sort of wee villages. Like, which
exactly, and. No, this whole thing's taken me 5 days now. But I was talking to a mate of mine. Now he's a fairly decent cyclist. Like, right. he would be take cycling a lot more seriously than I would.
Does he think you can do it?
Yeah, well, he would. Like, I mean, he'd be a lot more fit than I would. You know. So, but he says that. A half decent cyclist would do this in 3 days, but it's taken me 5.
So, when was the last time you were actually on a bike before you said to do this?
Oh no! I mean, like, I would be out. Like, I would do about 30 kilometers fairly regular.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, around Dublin here, I mean, I would do 30 kilometers, like, probably per week. You know what I mean? But now lately in training now, I've been doing a lot more.
Right, so stick up day 2 here, Marty. See where we're going to be heading to the next day.
So day 2 is Trillick, Tempo, Lisnaskea, Timor, Ballyconnell, Carrigallen, Drumlish and Longford.
Like, that's finishing up there in Longford from Trillick.
Fair track there.
Marty, that's somewhat. Kev,
yeah.
I think you're, well, it sounds to me you're being optimistic there, but that's some track to go to in one day, like.
Yeah, no, so, that day 2 is basically, it's all from Dromore to Longford is 66 mile.
Right. So
yeah, now day 1 is actually longer. Day 1 is from Mallinhead to Dromore is 79 miles. Wow.
Right,
well, the route. So it's actually shorter from Dromore to Longford, 66. But to be honest now, the reason why I've picked this route is basically down to cost, really, because, see, I'm choosing to do this on a bank holiday weekend.
Yeah.
And it's in the middle of summer, more or less, as well. So a lot of accommodation is booked out for the long weekend. It was, yeah. See, when we were booking accommodation for the overnight stays, I think Enniskillen, like the prices in Enniskillen was ridiculous, you know, like for the cost of an overnight stay on Friday night.
So are you going to have somebody following you then in a car this year, like with stuff and all, or is this actually just you on a bike and nothing else? Like, I mean, what's
it's just me and nothing else. Now, my cousin Joe up in Derry there, he did offer to be a marshal,
right?
But I just thought, look, you know, it's too much to ask someone to kind of drive along from Mallinhead to Missenhead. It's too much to ask someone to kind of just, like, if I get a puncture, I'll deal with it, you know. Basically the only thing that's going to stop me is if, God forbid, I get knocked down or something like that. But no, look, I'll just have to, like, if something happens to me bike, I'll just have to deal with it there and then.
So day 3, Marty, and so where's he bringing them in?
So day 3 is Tang. I've never even heard of Tang.
Where actually is Tang?
Where is that?
Tang's actually on the Westmeath Longford border. If you check the Westmeath Longford border, it's close to a place called, it would be north of Athlone.
Right, okay. Right.
Yeah.
So it's Tang, Mount Temple, Ballynahone, Cloughan, Borwick,
Boris
O'Kane and Nina. And that's a fair wee track as well.
Yeah, Nina, that'll be Shane McGowan.
Halfway between Puckle and Nina, as Christy Moore says.
Yeah. Nina, no, I've stayed in Nina a few times before. Again, that's going to be day 3. I actually have it here. It's day 3 from Longford to Nina is 77 miles.
So, see, each time you stop at these, are you going to, like, stop at each town, or you just basically flying through them? Like, I mean, what's the plans, or like you going to
I'm going to stop
a picture each time to say
each town because to be like. That's one of the lads I work with there today. Like he was having a joke and a laugh about this. He says, "How do we even know you done it? Like, how do we even know you?"
You need some evidence, like.
Yeah, I know. He says, "I'm going to get a few lads to follow you." You know.
That's it. So, what about day 4, Marty? And what's that taken to?
Day 4, it's Bird Hill, Anacotty, Croom, Milford, Kanturk, Bantier, excuse me, Mill Street, and Ballyverney. I thought that was Ballymoney there for a second.
If you go backwards,
yeah.
The Ballymoney, yeah.
You're in reverse.
Here, if I end up in Ballymoney, I'm definitely going the wrong way. I'll tell you.
You're not following the sat nav anyway.
Yeah. I took a couple of wrong turns somewhere, I'll tell you.
Definitely.
So what's the mileage in that day, Kevin?
The mileage on day 4 is from Nina to Ballyvorney. That's the longest one. That's 91 miles.
My God.
So it's all miles, and there's no kilometers.
So miles, whenever you're stopping in these towns, have you picked a town somewhere like in around the middle of the day where you can stop and get a wee bit of lunch or something like that, like refreshments?
Oh yeah. Well, that's what I do. I'll be stopping for food and for dinner and all. Like obviously, I won't be able to take too long of a stop, but what I will be doing is I'll be putting every town I go through, I'll be putting up on social media, and I'll be trying to be as open and as transparent as I can about the, so I'll be basically documenting each town that I cycle through. And no, I'll be taking short breaks, obviously for food and obviously to stay hydrated and things like that. But
have you done any wet weather training? Because I know we're in Ireland here, and it's not sunny all the time. Like, so I'm just wondering if you been out any days where it's been absolutely hammering down, like, and sort of go out for a few miles of the bike to sort of get used to actually. If you're
pardon the pun, but why put a dampener on it?
Well, I had to face reality. One of the days it's going to pace down. Like,
true.
So it is.
Oh no, that's. See, I mean, in Ireland, like, look, I'm guaranteed to actually get drenched at least one or two of the days. So I fully expect that. I mean, look, I to be out here cycling fairly regularly in Dublin here in the evenings. In fact, after this, I'll be going out to cycle this evening. So, look, I have a good rain jacket. Look, if I get drowned, I get drowned. It's as simple as that. Like, there's going to be no one. There's going to be no one there to put an umbrella over me. Like, so.
So just fair the last day, Marty. So what's fair the last day, Marty? We'll see where we'll be finishing up at then.
So the last day, it's Ballingeary, Cade Hill, Bantry, Durrus, Goleen, and then Mizenhead. Now, Kevin, tell me this: where exactly is Mizenhead? Because I have no idea.
Mizenhead would be West Cork. It would be close enough to a place called Skull. Baltimore would be. It's basically the most southern point of the island of Ireland.
Right.
So so obviously it's from the most northern point to the most southern point. And I've actually never been down that way at all. I've obviously been to Cork now, but never been to West Cork. So this will be the first time. But
so here, tell me, Kev, what's the total mileage?
The total mileage is 367 miles from the route. That particular route that I'm taking is 367 miles. So if you divide it by 5, I'm going to be averaging 73.4 miles a day.
I'm assuming you're not going to ride back home again then? Are you not?
Oh no, I have that sorted.
So what's you get a bus or a train home, or what are you doing?
Here, if I reach Mizenhead, that'll be my cycling finished. I'll be ready to collapse after that.
So, are you doubting yourself in there? You say, if I reach it?
Well, here, the first thing I'll be looking for, if I reach Mizenhead, the first thing I'll be looking for is a pint of Guinness.
I would say that. That'll be well deserved too.
But, so just, obviously, so, listen, you need to send me the link for the Just Give 'em one, and I'll put it up here before the show in case anybody wants to donate to the Just Give 'em link in. for it. So there should be a few
Absolutely.
people tonight will want to throw a few quid in towards you, Kev. It's a very, very worthy cause, like, definitely. So honestly, fair play to you.
Oh no, geez, no, fair play. No, it is a worthy cause. Like, I mean, like I've had a couple of friends there, you know, that have lost. Like I have a friend there, a mate of mine from Tala there, David Bourne. He lost his nephew there, Jared. He was only 28. Again, it was suicide, and it just, like, the family has never been the same since, you know.
It's just madness, like.
Yeah,
so many families just tore apart, like, over it. So it's just, it's sickening. Like.
Yeah.
Fair play to you, Kevin.
Look,
Fair play.
I mean, the thing is, all we can do is try and fundraise for the good cause, but, like, you know, it's to try and help people through those tough moments in life, because sometimes for a lot of people they can be too much.
So on the cycle. So what's the crack? Have you chosen your sort of outfit yet? What are we wearing? Is it going to be like a full lycra or what? Or what's the crack?
Oh.
What's going to be getting?
Well, I have to say now, I've got a good bit of lycra. And I made sure that the saddle is I made
well
sure
padded.
I got a jail seat for the saddle. Oh my god!
Bring plenty of talcum powder with you anyway. You'll need it.
Yeah, jeez. Here, way ahead of you.
It's well packed. So listen, just before I let you go, Kev. Obviously, the last time when you were actually on the show, on the Sunday show, obviously there was so much made about you coming on, and like we sort of missed each other and sort of, trying to get hold of each other. And you sort of said obviously about your ambition to go and do a sort of weekend of gigs in Scotland. Obviously, we made that happen there a few weeks ago, so we did, and it was a phenomenal weekend. So tell me, how was it for you? What did you reckon? Like, did you enjoy it?
Oh, here it was brilliant. It was brilliant. It was. I mean, it was everything that I wanted it to be, really. You know, it's I got to meet like so many people that I only kind of met through Facebook. I actually got to meet them in person.
And a few head the balls.
You what?
And a few head the balls.
That's
A few, yeah, and I'm still going to counselling after it, you know.
Yeah, that's
We'll mention no names.
That's the Iona effect. So it's like
Yeah. Oh, here, no, it was a brilliant weekend. So look, I mean, you know yourself, it was brilliant. Like the 4 gigs were brilliant, up in Dundee and Holytown and. Where else were we?
Gallagher's, and then of course the Morven.
The Morven. Look, there were. I have to say, the hospitality was absolutely amazing, and no, like I mean, I have to say they were brilliant over there. The Scottish, they're brilliant people. They're mad, but they're brilliant.
Yeah, definitely. I think you had mentioned me after the day in Gallagher's. There was lots of people there. Probably that gig there. I think that was the main Glasgow one. There was loads of people there actually sort of watched my show, but a good few as well from sort of watching you on Facebook. But tell me, I was trying to mention it the last time we were on. There was 2 girls that travelled like to see you. Where was it? They came from a wee island somewhere, didn't they? It was like
that was Joanne and Cherie. Joanne and Cherie McKinnon. They're 2 sisters. They came from the island of Tiree. Tiree. It's one of the Scottish islands off the east coast. Off the west coast of Scotland. The island of Tiree. Yeah, Joanne and Cherie. But they had been watching the Facebook gigs, you know, through COVID, and they were there in Gallagher's. Yeah. And it was great to meet them. It really was. Like it was brilliant.
It's always great to put a sort of a face, a name. I mean, so many people that you see commenting on the gigs, and then obviously, I think obviously for myself, for me meeting Maura Burns, because Maura's been there from probably watching your own gigs as well, at least from the very start. So that's from my stuff, and obviously seeing her in Holytown, the woman's a complete rocket. Like she's mad, but you're a fair player too.
We met Maura in Holytown.
Yeah,
wasn't it in the White House? Yeah, and those what was those drinks? The Venom. Jeez, I have to say I'd never heard of that drink Venom before, but. Jesus, some drink that the pints of Venom. Wow!
I hear you're not too fond of the Sambuca either.
No, he hits it. Marty says like, Jesus Christ! Literally see that night and like the Morven when Lily Donna come over. Lily sat down And he's like, how is he has to go and sing here in 5 minutes? And at least she plunked down a full bottle of Sambuca on the table, 3 shot glasses, and I was like, gee, this isn't going to end well. So it isn't. Oh. I just seen your eyes light up like a child at Christmas.
Sambuca's a weakness now. It is a weakness for me.
Well, listen, Kev, send me the link for the Just Given. We'll definitely get it up on the screen here before we finish off this evening. So, listen, mate, fair play to you and good luck on your cycle. I haven't seen the comments yet. I know there's loads of people commenting.
Yeah.
They've been on here. So, fair play, mate. Honestly, it's a very, very worthy cause. So, good luck with it, and I hope we'll be watching you the whole way through it. I'm sure you'll be keeping everybody up to date.
Oh no, definitely. Listen, I'll keep you up to date on every bit of progress I'm making. Listen, lads, thanks for having me on. All right.
Not at all, Kev. Take care, man. All the best.
Cheers.
See you, Marty. See you, Ro.
Good luck.
See you later.
What's Kev O'D there? Quinn, just talking about his trip, his 5-day and 35 sort of stops over 5 days from Malin-Head to Mizenhead, which is phenomenal. So
it is indeed.
Like it's if he does it, like I'm sure he has put the miles in so far. So let's just hope the weather and everything else is good luck is with him. So right, so we're going to do a bit of Kathleen Largy this time for you. And they say, folks, if you have any requests, we haven't spotted all these requests yet. There's loads and loads of comments coming through.
There are indeed.
While it's been on, so we'll get them after we do this here first song. So this is a bit of Kathleen Largy and our lads from Crumlin Jail on Rebel FM. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you see, I have what happened there? I have put the wee thing in the wrong connection. You see, but so hopefully now, you see, they're actually just plugging the audio jack in.
Excuse me.
So hopefully now this should come out in the right way. There we go.
That's more like it.
Boys, the North has played its part. Though the day has still to come, we've never yet lost heart. For we'll fight it out until the end. We'll fight for we cannot fail. We know we'll win, although they have our lads in Crumlin jail. We gave to
that's the reason why they keep our lads in Crumlin Jail there from the late great Kathleen Largy. So Kev just sent me the link there now, but he's going to jump on the chat here, folks. Just look out for the chat section there. Kev is just look out for name Kev O'D coming up, or Queven, Eric Singer. He's going to post up the link for the Just Given. See a few is here now basically saying they're going to donate a few quid. So fair play, folks. See, every penny does count. So it does. So who's on, Marty? What are you saying?
Well, I've been putting a few comments up on the screen there for anybody that's actually watching while they're listening. But there's not many more people joined in. Iona Wayburn's on. Patricia McCulloch. Michelle has joined us. Michelle Devaney.
Howdy, Michelle. Good to meet you there 2 weeks ago at the Shea Doolan gig.
Yeah, Iona Graham Manflew. I think that's how you dig at me there, is it?
Well, it wouldn't be me. Like, I never phoned in sick. So
a lot of people on here just wishing Kev good luck, and properly so. A lot of people asking how they can donate. So we're just waiting on Kev coming into the comment section with...
There he is there.
There he is. Yes, just put the link there. So I'm going to copy that and paste it and put it into both Facebook and for the YouTube listeners as well, so that you can see it. So we'll maybe get another wee song.
Right, so we'll do another wee song here, folks, and say if there's any requests. And don't forget, coming up in the second hour of the show, we'll have tonight's quiz, where Marty and maybe Elaine as well, with a bit of help, just pick the questions. Because a lot of these were saying the last time them questions were woeful, but then again a few other people says fucking questions actually weren't bad tonight, so they weren't. Marty,
yeah.
What did you get? 3 or something was it?
I got 3 last week. Yeah.
Well, not
3.
last week. The week before last. You remember you phoned in sick last week? She did.
Right, phoned in sick. Yeah.
Right. So here we go. We're going to do a bit of Callie's Men this time from their album.
And folks, if you look on the screen there now, I have put Kev's up in it's on the bottom left hand corner of your screen. I can't actually copy it here and paste it anywhere, so anybody that's on Facebook can see it in the comments, but for those on YouTube, it's on the screen.
Here you go. Right, so this is Callie's Men with No Time for Love.
They call it the law, we call it internment, apartheid, partition, conscription, and silence. It's the law that they use to keep you and me where they think we belong. And they hide behind steel with bulletproof glass, machine guns and spies. And to tell us who suffer the tear gas torture we went wrong. Well, there's no time for love if they come in the morning. No time to show tears of our fears in the morning. No time for goodbye, no time to ask why. When the son of the siren is the cry of the morning. They suffered the torture, rotted in cells, they went crazy, wrote letters and died. And the limits of pain they endured, it was loneliness got them instead. When the courts give them to justice as given by well-mannered thugs. And sometimes they fought for the will to survive, and most times just wish they were dead. Well, there's no time for love if they come in the morning. No time to show tears of our fears in the morning. No time for goodbye, no time to ask why. When the son of the siren is the cry of the morning. They came for young Francis Hughes and his cousin Thomas McElway as well. Like they came for Patsy O'Hara, Tony Taylor and some of their friends. In Boston, Chicago, Saigon, San Diego, Palestine, Iraq, Afghanistan, Bogota, Derry and Belfast. And those places, they never made headlines, this never ends. Well, there's no time for love if they come in the morning. No time to show tears of our fears in the morning. No time for goodbye, no time to ask why. And the son of the siren is the cry of the morning. To your sisters and brothers, the world to fight each on. For they say you get used to the war, and that doesn't mean that this war isn't on. For the fish need the sea to survive, like your people need you. And those death squads can only get to them if first you can't get through to you. Well, there's no time for love if they come. No time to show tears about fears in the morning. No time for goodbye, no time to ask why. And the sun of the siren, sun of the siren, sun of the siren is the cry of the morning.
Yeah, but Kelly's men there, folks, with No Time for Love. This is Rebel FM on the Rebel podcast, multi-streaming live on
Facebook and YouTube.
Facebook and YouTube, yeah. I had to get that out there. Obviously,
sorry, one of us is on the ball.
Yeah, if any of you do normally watch the show on Twitter, obviously from tonight onwards.
Well, you're not watching it tonight.
We're no longer on Twitter because I say Elon Musk has decided that anybody wants to go live on Twitter now because he needs a few more quid. So he does. He's decided you have to be a premium member, and I'm not paying to get a wee blue tick. Whatever I want to charge you a month, or is it a one-off fee? I'm not paying it, not a chance.
He's poor. He's so poor.
Why? He needs to build a few more of these Sabre trucks. So he does.
Yeah.
Yes, folks. So Kev has put up the link there. You can see it. It's on the screen now. So if any do want to donate to Kev's charity for the PETA, obviously the mental health charity in the south, this will be taking place from the 2nd of August onwards, over 5 days. Get donating, folks. We much appreciate. Obviously, every penny counts that's donated.
Yep, absolutely.
So, let's see, what time is it now? Just 10:02. So we're going to do a few more songs for you. Who was it asked there in the comments for a Celtic song?
It was Robert Oban asked for any Celtic song.
We'll play a bit of Shea Dillon from his album Take Me to Your Paradise, and obviously wasn't last weekend, the weekend before we had Shea up in the Raddies, and Marley, would you reckon a gig? Class night, wasn't it?
Absolutely brilliant night from start to finish.
Obviously
great night, great crack.
Kev was on first. I was on first, and then Kev come on, done absolutely brilliant. Shea came in, that bad him, he came in, the place was like, it wasn't bonged the doors, but it was massive crowd, like, and I think by his sort of third, fourth song, just he had the place hopping, like, so he did. So fair play, Shea. Obviously had them eating into your hands as usual. I think even at the end, Marty and my dad were up doing bits and pieces and the raving out, so they were like, and there's video evidence to prove that there, but I won't put it up, like, so I won't. So we're going to do a wee song here for who was it? Something Oban? Yeah,
Robert Oban.
Robert Oban was looking at Celtic songs. So we'll do this one from Shea's album, and this is Celtic. That's Team for Me, and I think it's a Team You All Adore as well. So here we go.
And it's Celtic, that's the team for me. Celtic, on to victory. They're the finest team in Scotland, I'm sure you will agree. We'll never go up to win the cup in the Scottish Football League. They come from Bonnie, Scotland, they come from County Cork, they come from Dero, Donegal, and even from New York. From every street in Glasgow, they proudly make the way to a place called Dero Paradise. And this is what they say: Celtic, that's the team for me. Celtic, on to victory. They're the finest team in Scotland, I'm sure you will agree. We'll never go up to win the cup in the Scottish Football League. This final young gamble, if Paddy were the after murder charmers, John Rivers and John Hughes, and 60,000 Cellophans proudly shout the news. And it's Celtic, Celtic, that's the team for me. Celtic, Celtic, on to victory. They're the finest team in Scotland, I'm sure you will agree. We'll never go up to undercover the Scottish Football League. And it's Celtic, Celtic, that's the team for me. Celtic, Celtic, on to victory. They're the finest team in Scotland, I'm sure you will agree. We'll never go up to undercover the Scottish Football League. Celtic, Glasgow.
Yeah, there's Shay Dillon there, folks, for Celtic, and that's the team for me, and of course Celtic Glasgow. So from his album, check it out, folks, on Spotify. And Marty has just informed me that Shay is actually over in America at the minute. I didn't know he was, and I'd said to him, he says, no, Shay isn't over in America. And he says, I've been seeing it on his Facebook. And of course he had to pull out the phone and show me that he actually was. He was in North Carolina last night.
He was actually at the match last night.
And playing a few gigs as well. So Shay, fair play to you, mate. Loving life. And why wouldn't you, mate?
Exactly.
He has the world at his feet, so fair play to him. Take all the gigs you can get and all the freebies you can get, and all these great trips.
Yeah.
Right, so we mentioned a good few weeks ago now, folks, about the album that we were looking for. The one that was released for the 30th anniversary of the Escape from Long Kesh. So, lucky enough, Mick from Coatbridge, who I promise your CD's getting sent back tomorrow. I have it in an envelope in the house. I just need to post it, mate. So I am terrible at posting things, and honestly, people will tell me about, oh, you still have our wristbands off for the gathering and all this, and you haven't posted. You say you're going to post them out months and months and months ago, and I need to get them posted out. But say your CD is back in an envelope. It's in the house. The things wrote out for it. I just need to get it posted to you. But so I gave it to her on you last week. She made a couple of copies of it and put it on my memory stick. So I basically have it here now. So hopefully we'll play a few songs from the album each week. So what we're going to do now is Death for Revenge. So this album was recorded by Tony Kelly from Spirit of Freedom and Styx Doherty. It was recorded in Styx's studio in Strabane. Obviously there's a bit of talking over the sort of introduction in most of the songs, and then Tony sort of sings them. I think Styx plays a lot of the instruments as well, because the guy's just a genius when it comes to sort of any instrument he can pick up and play. So we can't. So two great men to do this album. So this is from the. So I'll make sure what this here album was called. Get it right. It's so it's called the H7 Escape Limited Edition 30th Anniversary. So say I do have this copy. It's on my hard drive. So I'll have it for these. So I'll actually just give you a rundown of what the track listing is. So the first song is the intro and the Escape song. Then Streets of Ulster, Unsung Heroes, the volunteer Kane Fleming, volunteer Seamus McElwain, Lockall Martyrs, the Two Brentons, the Death for Revenge, we're going to go play now, song from Marcella, Long Kesh, and then the Hunger Strike story. So it'll be great to hear a few of these songs over the coming weeks. So this time, folks, it's from the album of the H7 Limited Edition. This is Death for Revenge, featuring Tony Kelly and Eamon Styx Doherty.
Death Before Revenge tells the story of the 1981 hunger strike. Call me what you will and tell me what they say. Tomorrow brings a new one. The rain is gone away. Within these walls I see the sun as it shines over the hill, down into the valley among the daffodils. your face again, and I'll tell you of the warriors who could death before offense. Hear this starving prison who support their fellow man. If only a woolen blanket, a crucifix in their hands. If the screws harass, it gives them hell, but their spirits they cannot break. Hold your chins up, lads, keep marching on. We don't think she'll leave it too late. And when this war is over, I'll see your face again, and I'll tell you of the warriors who death before offense. Bobby was the first to go, and Francis close behind. People streamed onto the streets. To have faith was not a crime. But faith is what these young men had. They chose to join the fight. Their actions were political. Can't those British see we're right? And when this war is over, see your face again, and I'll tell you of the warriors who could death before offense. Days roll by and two more died, O'Hara and Macrease. If Thatcher chose to bite her lip, the toil was not to cease. The barricades went up by day, and the bullets they hum by night. How much longer must we keep this path? There's still no end in sight. And when this war is over, see your face again, and I'll tell you of the warriors who could death before revenge. Dreadful thing that these men joined our ranks of martyrs brave. There's 10 too many coffin nails they coldly to their graves. If they would only realize and Thatcher mark us well as 10 more determined reasons for to break out of this hell. Months went by after 10 men died, and Thatcher thought she'd won. The comrades of these brave young men, they showed their day had come. They broke out from their prison hell and smashed out through the gates. The comrades of these 10 brave men, they made a great escape. But when this war is over, I see your face again, and I'll tell you of the warriors who death before offense.
So there's a Death Before Revenge here, folks, from the H7 limited edition 30th anniversary of the the legendary escape of Longkesh.
Very good indeed.
So that was Tony Kelly and Eamon Stickstocker there. So say we'll do the whole album now, thankfully. So we will be playing the album over the coming weeks. So you can see on the screen now, folks. Not to be confused with Kev's link for his charity, but so to say, charity starts at home, like with us, and we are at home now. So I say, if any of us do want to donate towards the live Wednesday show, folks, please do. It's much appreciated. So there's a link there for Revolut, and there's a link for PayPal as well. So if any of us can spare a wee few quid towards the upkeep of the Rebel FM, please do. And thanks very much to everybody that does throws a few quid every week. I say it is much appreciated. Right, so we're going to play an R1 song here, and then we're going to get Damien Quinn on. I say I did tell him be ready for 8:15. And I know you're probably going, Jesus Christ, there hasn't been much music so far tonight, but I think obviously tonight I definitely want to get Kev on. Obviously before he starts his charity cycle, and obviously with the All Ireland final on, the football final this weekend, we'll have to get Damien on for me to talk, because this new track of his, it's going viral. Like, he's been in all the newspapers and all. So he has. So it's not that he doesn't need enough more publicity, but I think it's just to give Damien his dues. He's
absolutely.
He definitely deserves it. So who was looking? Little McGranny's been there in the comments.
Was Craig Young.
So Craig, we'll do this one for you. This we're going to do a bit of Blackthorn with the Little McGranny's bin, and after this one, then we'll get Damien on the blower for a wee yarn about Come On Armagh 2024.
As I was climbing into bed, my poor granny side, I looked out of the window and the army had arrived. The house was soon surrounded, they battered the front door in. I knew they'd come to take away the little me granny's bin, and it was scream, bang, shout, raise an awful din. You've got to spread a warning when the army they come in. She opened up the window and she clambered down a spout. Soon her bin was rattling forth to call the neighbours out. She then took out a whistle and she blew away like hell. And soon we heard the echo was the neighbours blew as well. And it was scream, bang, shout, raise an awful din. You've got to spread a warning when the army they come in. A soldier came right up the stairs, his rifle in his hand. She kicked him with her button boots and along the hall she ran. Then up and stepped another one, some medals for the win. But all he got right up the gob was a little me granny's bin. And it was scream, bang, shout, raise an awful din. You've got to spread a warning when the army they come in. The music rose like thunder as the bins and whistles played. The army soon retreated, they knew they'd overstead. It wasn't made of silver, it was only made of tin. But once again it saved the street, the little me granny's bin. And it was scream, bang, shout, raise an awful din. You've got to spread a warning when the army they come in. Now war has had its weapons since men began to fight, and everyone has different ways to try and show their might. The army has tried everything to cover up its sins, and now the plastic bullets fail, they're trying plastic bins. And it was scream, bang, shout, raise an awful din. You've got to spread a warning when the army they come in. Go home, kind friends, and go to bed, sleep as best you can. But if trouble comes along, get out and lend a hand. To all you fair young ladies, if trouble does begin, get out into your backyard, love, and rattle away at your bin. And it was scream, bang, shout, raise an awful din. You've got to spread a warning when the army they come in. And it was scream, bang, shout, raise an awful din. You've got to spread a warning when the army they come in.
There we go. Well, so the Little McGranny's bin there from Blackthorn, and that was the who was it for?
That was for Craig Young.
Craig Young, right? So we're going to get Damien lined up here in a wee minute. So just Marty, just give us a wee shout who's commenting and who's.
Craig Young himself said treble incoming and liquidation 2 with any luck, which mightn't be as far away as maybe some of us might have thought, because the way Crumble Dome's going at the minute, there seemed to be a wee bit of bother getting that stadium, and I think they're coming across more and more problems with asbestos and bad concrete and one thing or another, and they have to sell players before they can buy players.
It's hilarious to watch, like, to be honest. I'm just seeing them in such a
well, they're playing Birmingham City. I think maybe that might be on now.
Such a meltdown.
It's interesting to see what way that goes.
it's very, very funny indeed.
Indeed. Owl has asked how many albums has Spirit of the Freedom released. He thinks there's 7. I absolutely have no idea.
I can maybe find that out for you, but I'm not sure.
We'll try and find that out. All right. Maura Burns is at the pub. Well, Maura.
Fair play to Maura.
Good to see you at the pub.
Right. I had a good skinful myself yesterday, actually on a school day, but I say we're out there yesterday for my cousin Connor's wake up in the Roddies. Obviously, it's good to see a lot of the family.
Right, yes.
You don't see normally, and I think just see that weather there sitting on that on the wee rooftop. It was great. As you can see, probably see I burnt the head of myself, so I have, like. But no, it was great to see a lot of the family who haven't seen. Usually, it's only sort of funerals and weddings, one of them ones you see a lot of these people.
Yeah.
But just under tragic circumstances, they come together. But that's the way it is.
That's it, indeed.
So,
and Sydney Deering's on checking in from the woods in Oregon. I love the Liddy McGranny's band. Sydney, I haven't seen your name in here for a long, long time, and it's good to see you. Sandra McKissick's on, good stuff, and we're going to head over now. We've got Damien on the line, so we'll say hello to Damien.
Right, hopefully he's there. So, well, either Marmad, Damien.
How are you?
Not too bad, mate. What's the crack? That's a far better signal than the last time. I think you were sitting in the car or something. So you were the last time we were doing a phone call. It was going on and off. So listen, mate. Obviously, we're getting you on tonight because the big games this weekend, the All Ireland final. Obviously, Armagh playing Galway. So, you've sort of redone your original track. It was released in 2002. Come on, Armagh. So tell us firstly, what do you sort of remember from that team with the won the All Ireland 2002?
McGeaney was the captain. He was he lifted the Sam Maguire 2002 when they came back to the Carrickdale. Obviously, the homecoming back then was on the Monday.
Actually, just have the picture on screen here now of you lifting the cup, and say
a very young Damien
definitely the cup. A bit more youthful then you were Damien than you are now. See her?
I don't even think I used big razors then.
Just a wee young buck.
So we school child.
So how did you end up getting on the roof of the Carrickdale that day? I mean, did you sing the song for the guys?
I was booked for the Carrickdale to sing the song on the stage, and there was thousands outside and thousands inside. So it ended up the team were taken into the hall, and they were taken up the back stairs up onto the roof, which I didn't even know that existed. So of course I trampled along with them.
Oh, of course.
And then the team were all given the Sam Maguire each player, and then I was stuck at the end as if I scored a lot of goals too.
Brilliant, man. Here's definitely some picture to have.
The cup was bigger than me.
Definitely. So tell me about the remake again. So how did this come about? And your daughter's involved with you as well, is she, in this one?
She came up to the studio with me and she sang along in the choruses and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Was it always an idea then to revamp this song once sort of they got to the final, or?
Well, once they got to the final, the phone never stopped, the social media never stopped messaging because back in 2002, that song I got out, it probably was the only Armagh song about, and it was there might have been one or two maybe, but they weren't as catchy and as popular as the one that we brought out, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the amount of people would have been telling me, but every time they put their kids into the back of the car, all they wanted back in them days, Armagh song, Armagh. Even kids that could only say one or two words were easy to pick up.
But I suppose even now, like with back then, Spotify and all wouldn't have been there. I mean, at least now it's like it's a lot more accessible for people to get to it, isn't it? Like, Just a matter
I
of
was
sticking on.
it was 2002 was cassette tapes.
Jesus, cassettes.
It was all cassette tapes.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Brilliant.
And if the tape got caught in the car, you took it out and then put the pen inside it and swung it around.
back to
making sure the tape didn't fly off and hit somebody in the head.
Back to the old school. I say, Damien, I would be in obviously Armagh most days. I usually, my run always has me finishing up in Katy, so it does. I think the buzz around Armagh is amazing. Like, I think for the last few weeks, there was one pop up stall. Obviously, as you go in, if you're heading to Armagh towards Katy, it's been there for donkeys. But I think they're now I spotted 7 today. Basically selling like flags, hats, banners, everything. It's just like there's a real buzz about Armagh.
I've seen some of the shops selling bags of sweets where Armagh logos on the bags of sweets. You know what I mean?
So I see somebody actually even has a white Christmas tree with orange ribbons on it outside their house.
There you go. Aye.
There's
all sorts of tractors and cars and everything all painted orange and white.
Anything that can be painted orange and white is being painted orange and white.
So, do you fancy the boys in this Sunday, Damien?
Well, I think they've a very, very strong team this year. It's been a team that's been coming together this couple of years, and I think they've really put on a great performance against Kerry. So
they did all right.
Like, you know, that they deserve to be where they are. And I think there's going to be a few years in this team.
Oh, I definitely.
You know what I mean? It's not going to be a one day wonder that come this year, and that's the
I know there was for a few years. Do you think that would be the case? Even, you know, as talks going round at the minute that McGuinness might be leaving if Armagh do win the All Ireland, and I'll be honest with you, I'm behind you as well. But do you think Armagh will still be successful without him if he does go?
The players have bonded together. You know what I mean? He might have set the foundation in stone for them, but losing the manager, I'm sure they get somebody else in that's quite capable of taking the boys on. You know what I mean?
Derry thought that too.
Aye. Tell me this, Damien, have you got yourself a ticket for the match?
No ticket. I was relying on you two boys to give me 2 tickets for the show tonight.
The reason we're asking you that question is we were hoping you were going to throw us up a couple.
There's more chance to get the Wolverhampton ticket for the fella, I think. So
I'm delighted that I'm going to be singing at the homecoming on the Carrickdale this year again.
Oh, fantastic, man.
So I have a big lorry, 40-foot lorry up at the Carrickdale car park. I'm on from 7 o'clock to 8:30.
Brilliant.
Right.
So it's great that I'm honoured to be there to welcome the team home and be able to sing the song again.
I'm sure
other songs thrown in.
I'm sure you'll be hopefully get a picture raising the Sam above your head again then.
Well, the team will be up in the trailer again, so I'll get a wee sneaky lift to the sound. I mean, you do a runner with it.
Definitely, it is.
I might actually take a wee scoot down myself. I was speaking to Anthony Hurt during the week there, who's a big Armagh fan, and he's going mad. He's actually very, very, very nervous this week, and he's
as long as there's no penalties again.
I says to him, I might take a wee scoot down on Monday. He says, "Aye, come on ahead. We'd love to see you." But I don't think I would say the chances of him seeing me anywhere in County Armagh on Monday evening will be risky because of the crowds, if nothing else.
But before we go on, Damien, we're going to play the song here. Are you this summer then? So what's the crack? Are you about? Where are you going to be playing? Are you doing Santa Ponsa all again this year, or any Lanzarote, or what's?
I'm just back from Santa Ponsa last week, and I'm flying out Monday morning after the All Ireland. I'm leaving here at 2 in the morning to go to Sorrento to sing for a week.
Italy, is it Sorrento? Is it?
It's with Italy.
Italy, oh, very good. You've been there before, haven't you? I
just went on holiday last year and wandered into the Irish bar as you do, and the Scottish and English ones there recognised me and all were getting photographs with me. So the owner inquired, "Who's he you're getting photographs with?" And somebody said,
"That's Damien Quinn, right there." Jesus.
Yeah. So next minute he says, "Will you come over next year and sing for us?" So
brilliant.
That's it, just for getting your photo taken.
I suppose
I actually didn't. If Armagh wins the All Ireland, I would have preferred to be here for the whole of the week.
Yeah.
Because the team, obviously, there's a big celebration on Monday evening in the athletic grounds and Armagh's football grounds. And I was asked today by More Party Elbows playing it at the big famous band. They asked me the day would I go on before them doing that. So I would have loved to have that opportunity to play with the lads. I didn't want for the elbow, so I'm going to miss that for the week. But no doubt, if Armagh win, it'll be a year's celebrations. So there's plenty more.
I suppose I think everybody will. Night Damien is waiting these year the fixtures with the Champions League group stage. You'll be hoping to do another few away trips, won't you? I'm sure.
I know, but Champions League fixtures, once they're out, we'll be back over and forward to Europe.
Definitely. Well, listen, Damien, we're going to play the song now. So listen, good luck to Armagh for this Sunday, and good luck over in Italy, mate. Should be good crack. We'll be watching online. So
good luck for Sunday.
Good luck.
All right, mate. Cheers, Damien. Thanks for coming on.
As I say, chunky Armagh.
Definitely. Come on, Armagh.
Good man, Damien.
All right, mate. Cheers. Cheers, Damien. Thank you. Good luck. All right, bye.
Good luck, Damien.
There you go. That was Damien Quinn, folks. Mr. Rebel Sundays himself. Good to have him on. He's in a definitely buoyant mood ahead of the match.
Indeed.
This Sunday. So now we're going to play Damien's latest remake of his track of Come On Armagh. So this one features his daughter on this here. So I think a wee bit more fast paced this one, so it is, than the original one. So folks, check it out. This is on Spotify and all sort of Apple Tunes and all the Amazon playlists you can get it from. So have a wee listen. This is Damien Quinn with Come On Armagh remastered for 2024.
I'm an Armagh football fan. We have lads from Lurgan Town, Crosswoodland and Portadown. We're the Orange Men on the march. With lads like Brindale, sure the likes you'll never see. And Fogarty the way. Come on Armagh, come on Armagh. We're the best team in the land. With the Sam Maguire at hand, McGeaney is the man to lead this mighty band. I'm an Armagh football fan. The semi-finals we did go, and the Kerry team we showed. We're the best team in the land. Connor Turbot on a roll, and McKimrich with a goal. For the Orange Men on their way. Come on Armagh, come on Armagh. We're the best team in the land. I'm an Armagh football fan. When it comes All-Ireland Day, fans will travel all the way to cheer the orange and white. With Subi Campbell and Flynn Hughes, we're never gonna lose, and Grugan can score the points. Come on Armagh, come on Armagh. We're the best team in the land. I'm an Armagh football fan. To the man of orange and white, it is a pure delight to win the Sam Maguire. And to all you would-be doubters, of the few who are still out there, I say hoo-ha, up Armagh, hoo-ha, up Armagh. Come on Armagh, come on Armagh. We're the best team in the land. With the Sam Maguire at hand, McGeaney is the man to lead this mighty band. I'm an Armagh football fan.
How many is there, lads?
One Armagh. There's only one Armagh. One Armagh. There's only one Armagh. Come on Armagh, come on Armagh. We're the best team in the land. With the Sam Maguire at hand, McGeaney is the man to lead this mighty band. I'm an Armagh football fan. I'm an orange and white, all excited. Orange and white, Armagh football fan.
And there we go, folks. That is Come On Armagh, the 2024 remake from Damien Quinn.
Absolutely.
And the rest
brilliant.
of the gang. So yeah, it's a brilliant version. That's what it is. So fair play, Damien. As always, puts a lot of work in. And say we did say we'll have to give it Liam Lappin a shout as well. He's if we don't get a chance to get it played tonight, we'll try and get it played. But if we don't get a chance, go and check it out, folks. It is on YouTube and Facebook. Search for it's actually Liam's band, the Blarneys. So they've released an Armagh song this weekend. They've done a great video for it as well. So they have. So go and check it out, folks. Right, so it's now time for the quiz, Marty.
Ooh.
So and a big shout out to my dad. Just brought up the tea there, and I have to say, a very lovely selection tonight of treats and sweets. We had 2 Tonics tea cakes, 2 Rockies that I haven't seen in like forever, and 2 lovely wee cheesecakes, like
strawberry.
Were very nice, I have to say.
Yeah.
So top
nice
marks,
indeed.
Kevin.
Well
Done.
Kevin.
Indeed, definitely. Right, so here we go. You know the crack, folks. So basically, we'll do the quiz each week. We'll pick 10 questions. 1 week, Marty picks the questions and asks me. Then the following week, I pick the questions and ask Marty. And I'm
going to say one thing before we start.
Yes, go.
You're guaranteed at least one question right tonight.
Why? And
if you get it wrong, if you get it wrong, you're getting a boot in the somewhere.
Is that the one that was already on?
That's the one that we've been talking about for the last half hour, and I've put it into my questions today, not knowing that.
Well, at
the
least
subject. I knew the subject was coming up tonight, but I didn't know the answer to the question was coming up.
So I'm sure Marty McGuinness is on now, giving it sort of grief right out of the questions are fucking shit. So listen, before we go on, just a wee shout out to Francie Hill over in Glasgow. The last time we were talking about when we were over doing the weekend in Glasgow, in Scotland. I'd say there's a wee boy, a wee boy, an old fella, like, but he's small man, not a wee boy. An old lad come up, and he was slightly worse for wear. This is Iona. This is the guy who was sitting beside Eugene in the Morven bar. But he came up to me and talked to me all about the show, and a lot of positive stuff to say about the old podcast and this podcast as well. And he's been involved with flute bands over in Scotland for many, many years. But I couldn't remember his name. So out of the blue the other day, Alan Quinn from Shebeen rang me. I was like, what the hell, what's Alan ring me for? He says, I'm in the bar here, and this wee man, Francie Hill, he says, ring it, Row, and tell him, remember my name. They give me a shout out on the show. So Francie, mate, I hope you're listening. Or if you're going to be listening back.
Good evening, Francie.
Cheers for tuning in, mate, and you're a wee legend. So cheers for getting Alan to ring me to make sure I did give you a shout out. So, right, Marty, hit me with your worst.
I don't know what's going on with this mug your dad gave me here.
Why? Is it leaking?
I think he's trying to send me a message. It says on it, you're a gobshite.
Well,
you're my gobshite.
That's usually the one my bag gives me. So you usually get the wee fancy one with the wee...
you've got my cup tonight.
Yeah.
Right, anyway, quiz time, folks.
What's my dad trying to say to you, Marty? What do you reckon?
That's just what I was wondering. Like, that's why I brought it up.
Right, go for it. I'm looking out the window here, looking at beautiful London as you ask me these questions. Right, go for it.
Question 1.
Right.
Name the part of Kerry coastline. Name the part of the Kerry coastline where you would find the 3 sisters.
The part of the Kerry coastline?
Yes.
Oh. Here we go. Let's start again. Like
5.
Pass, mate. I haven't a clue.
Right. Okay. Right. In what ground do Clare County football team and hurling team play their home games?
Oh, Jesus. Clare?
You know the team that won the hurling all Ireland there in Sunday?
That's in Ennis, isn't it?
Yeah.
But what do you call the ground?
Jarlath Burns mentioned it and spoke about it at length during his speech.
Yes, I know, but I only grazed over it. Well, actually, you'd never had listened to watch the match live. I wouldn't have remembered back now. It's not Brewster Park, no? No. So far, so good, Marty.
Right. See if you don't get this one.
Right.
I'm throwing you out the window myself.
In what year? Through that window here.
In what year did Armagh last win the Sam Maguire?
2002.
Right. Question 4. What is a quichon?
A quichon?
What is a quichon?
I think that's something you get like on a wrap. You don't mean a goujon? Like a chicken goujon? Or a quiche? Are you just saying it wrong?
No, it's pronounced quichon.
What is it?
It's spelled C-I-S-E-A-N.
What is it?
What is it?
You give me some kind of clue. Like a quichon?
A quichon. Or a quichon.
Quichon. I'm assuming is it just the Irish spelling for something? Like
No. What is it? It's something that's practical and that's made in Ireland.
a quichon?
A quichon.
Is it a musical instrument?
Well, we'll move on.
So that's a no then?
I'm not telling you the answer now, am I?
Right, okay.
Right. What New Year's Day visitor is said to bring hardship and grief to a house?
What New Year's Day visitor?
Yeah. If this comes into your house, it's supposed to bring hardship and grief. Five, 4,
I might ask you this one before, didn't I?
3,
No?
2.
No. Go.
Not even a guess.
No, so I'll say something stupid that'll make me even sound more stupider than I am. So I'd rather just pass. So I would.
Right. Who was the first High King of Ireland?
Paddy.
Paddy who?
The 5th.
What was that you were saying for making yourself sound stupid?
Wait, is his name Paddy?
No.
Well, why was he saying that, you dick? You give me a bit of a olive branch there and then just took it away? Like, is he hit me with it?
Who in Irish history was known as the Liberator?
The Liberator?
Yep.
Conor McGregor? No, don't take that for an answer. That was a joke. The Liberator. St. Patrick?
Final answer?
Aye.
Question 8.
There's more. My God.
What is the traditional Irish food made of boiled pig's feet called?
Boiled pig's feet?
Yeah. It's a traditional Irish dish. It's made from boiled pig's feet. But what's it called?
Have you ever had it?
No.
Boiled pig's feet? Does people still eat that? Like?
Probably aye.
Trotter soup?
Moving on. As a boy, what was Cuchullin's name?
Now you think me name my company after Hugh Hung?
Well,
I would know. I would have researched into the extensively to figure out why I would give the company the name.
and have you?
Barry. Is that enough answer to your question there?
Was that your answer?
Aye.
Moving on.
Was people not called Barry in them days? Like,
Well, it might have been, aye. I don't know.
obviously he isn't called Barry. Wasn't.
Right. Where? Question 10. Final and last question. Where is the Irish Famine Museum located?
Is it in Glasgow?
Take another guess.
New York?
Nope.
They were talking about building one in Glasgow. Like I don't know, it was something to do with Celtic, so it was. Well, maybe it hasn't been built yet.
The original Irish Famine Museum.
Right, okay.
The one and only Irish Famine Museum. These are Irish questions. So it's obviously in Ireland.
Not well. Obviously it is, but well, go ahead. What's the last one?
Go on, I'll take the county. I'll take a county. Giving you a chance here to give you some credibility.
It's no chance that happening tonight. Even if we got an hour 4 right. Dublin.
Right, move on. Right. Time for the answers. And the
Oh, was that the
results.
10?
That's the 10.
Oh, I thought there was another one. Right, okay.
Well, I probably should give you another one after that Armagh one.
No.
You sure?
Well, I want to get one right. Exactly. Jesus.
Right. Name the part of the Kerry coastline where you'd find the Three Sisters.
Aye.
The answer is Dingle.
Dingle.
So
There you go.
that's a 0.
Yep.
Number 2. In what ground do Clare play their home games? It's Cusack Park.
Cusack Park.
Named the Cusack Stand, Croke Park, which was mentioned by Jarlath Burns.
Yeah. Okay.
You got the Armagh one right, so there's no point.
Actually, where's
going through
Brewster
that.
Park? Who's Brewster Park?
Is that not County Down?
Is it Donegal?
I think that's down. Prem Brewster.
Is it?
The Brewster Park, is that not in Newry?
It's not.
Somebody correct me on that if I'm wrong.
What do you call Tyrone?
That's Healy Park.
Oh, Healy Park. Okay, right.
Right. What is a quichon?
It's not a chicken goose.
It's not definitely not a chicken quichon. It's a basket woven from reeds.
Right. Okay. And what did I say?
Chicken quichon.
No, I said I said it was a musical instrument. And you went no. Well, I suppose it could be. You turn it over, you could get it like.
Ah, you can be blown to the ridge too. Well, there is ridge in musical instruments.
It is indeed. Well, so
What New Year's Day visitor is said to bring hardship and grief to a house?
right.
The answer is a redhead girl.
Seriously?
Yep. Yep.
So somebody red hair, don't let them in your house on New Year's Day?
Well, girl. Aye. So if Lane ever comes to your house, lock the door.
Is she a ginger?
Oh, Lane's red haired, aye. Naturally red, yeah.
There you go. Alright.
And another New Year's Day one, the first footer, the first person to come through your door to bring good luck, it's supposed to be a tall, dark, handsome man. Somebody like myself.
Where's the dark come into?
Well, it used to be dark.
How many moons ago was that?
I'm glad you didn't contradict the handsome bit, at least, you know.
No, I was getting that there.
I appreciate it. I appreciate
I was just stating the obvious first. So I was like,
who was the first High King of Ireland? And you said
Paddy. The fifth.
And what was the other name you said?
What?
No, that was for the next question. The answer was Brian Boru.
Right, okay. I'm getting slated here, like take that away, or nice. I'm gonna be getting people are going, there's no fucking way I'm donating. Why is it I don't donate anything to you? Seriously? the state of it.
Oh, Brewster Park's in a Skillen. There you go.
There you go.
It's from
Cheers,
Anthony.
Anthony.
Thank you, Anthony.
There you go.
Right. Question 7. Who in Irish history was known as the Liberator? And you said Benny.
St. Patrick?
No, you said Benny or something.
No, I
like
said
that.
St. Patrick.
Did you say St. Patrick?
Yeah.
It was Daniel O'Connell.
You should say Daniel there.
O'Connell.
Daniel O'Connell.
Question 8. What is the traditional Irish food made of boiled pig's feet called? And the answer is crubbeans. Crubbeans.
Is that trotter soup, then?
That's not trotter soup. No.
Why is my daughter ringing me for? We'll play a song here. I'll give her a ring back here because she knows I'm on her. Like,
Right.
she does. Right, so we'll play a wee song here and then we'll go back and see how much grief I'm getting.
You've another 2 questions to get.
Oh, I thought it was the last one, wasn't it?
No.
Oh,
No.
all right.
That was only question
Sorry.
8. You've more humiliation to come. As a boy, what was Cuchullin's name? I don't remember what you said, but the answer is Setanta.
I said Barry.
You said Barry, that's right. That's the one.
Barry.
On question 10, where is the Irish Famine Museum? And after trying Glasgow and New York, you eventually said Dublin, was it? And it's actually in Strokestown in County Roscommon.
So it wasn't in Glasgow or New York or Dublin?
So, yeah. So after all that, Ro, it pains me to say you got
one. And it was a blatantly obvious
and
one.
it was a blatantly obvious one, is right. You're maybe lucky I threw that one in, you know.
Right, anyway, we'll move on, folks. Another great performance from myself tonight, so it was. Right, here we go. I don't even know what I have lined up here. A bit of Clover.
Oh, the news has spread through Ireland and spread from shore to shore of deeds as these no living man has ever heard before. From out the guarded carriage mid a panic-stricken throng, Sean Hogan, he was rescued at the station of Knocklow, when the guard of 4 policemen had the prisoner minded well, as the fateful train sped o'er the rail, conveying him to his cell. The prisoner then could scarce foretell of hearts both brave and strong. They were planning for his rescue at the station of Knocklow. Now the shades of eve were falling fast as the train at last drew in. He was halted for an hour or so by a few courageous men. They sprung on to the carriage and it did not take them long. Hands up or die was the rebel cry in the station of Knocklow. Now King George's pampered hirelings, they struggled up with fear and thought of how they placed themselves full many a volunteer, and face to face with harried men to escape how did they long. But 2 of them met with traitors' death at the station of Knocklow. On Solo head to Limerick, such deeds were never seen, and till a tear was ever shed for Wallace of Ruskeen. They did all England's dirty work, they did not work too long, but the renegade they were numbered up at the station of Knocklow. Now rise up, Mother Erin, rise up and be of cheer. You'll never die while at your side there stands such volunteers. From Dingle Bay to Garryowen, the cheers will echo long of the rescue of Sean Hogan at the station of Knocklow. Of the rescue of Sean Hogan at the station of Knocklow. Station of Knocklow, folks, thank you very much.
And I don't know what Paul just said there, but he said something from Limerick language there at the end. It just sounded like a traveller was saying something in the pub. Yeah, it was Clover, folks, from their album. It was recorded live in the Heart Bar in Cork. That's the song we picked for our album. Of course, recorded live recorded for the Suicide Awareness a few years ago. So cheers, and congratulations to Paul and Sarah, who had their wee baby
Absolutely, yes.
during the week.
Forgot
Wee
about
baby
that.
girl. Obviously with 3 boys in the house. Paul now has a little girl to torture him, and I'm sure, obviously speaking to him during the week, this is where his patience will get really, really tested. So they will, whenever this young one starts to grow up, she will be the boss of the house. Like I've found myself. Maeve is definitely the boss of the house right now, so she is. So yeah, just looking at all the comments here, definitely a lot of people taking the piss out of me, and a lot of people maybe saying that the questions were woeful once again, the game, whatever. And like, you can't win, can you, Marty? No matter what questions you have, people just go like, "Oh, them questions were shite." So they were like,
"Well, that's the way it goes." Like, you know, I only got 3 last week, and I thought that was a poor performance. You know, but anyway, that's
purple. I thought you said it was in your culture. A purple performance. A purple.
Steph Minnelli wants to know: do you know your own name?
Well, it depends on what kind of shape you get me in. Like, if somebody had asked me what my name was over at the weekend we were in Scotland, I couldn't have told them because I had no voice.
No, that's true.
I couldn't have told them. Absolutely. And just something I want to do right now is Yahoo! Because if you remember the last time we were on, Marty, it was like I was going.
It was like a squeak.
It just wouldn't come out. So just in honour of our good friend Mick Chinford, Mick, that one's for you there. We Yahoo! My voice is fully fledged and fully back until, of course, the next big gig I have.
Yeah,
I'm sure to say just to do one and fuck off again. So well, like
a few comments coming in here. People talking about your friend Francie Hill there.
Yes,
Hill bro, what a legend Francie is. Iona says, James, I was sitting with him all night in the Morven. It was good crack. I just couldn't remember his name for the life of me.
Well, there you go, Francie Hill.
So you know, don't want the Calzone comments about.
Iona, I'm sure you can't remember much from that night, to be honest. So you can't. So I think even if you had told you his name, I don't want you to.
James McLeave says the mother-in-law here. I think that's referring to the person that brings bad luck and misfortune into your house.
the mother-in-law.
Craig Young says a hun.
So we're going to say it there, Marty.
Well, I'm only saying what somebody else said.
Yes, but
somebody's mentioned Cullen. Somebody says breakfast.
Breakfast?
Oh, for that pig's foot, maybe.
Oh, jeez, no. Like
Ireland, Belfast. Come on, we should know that one. Donegal, Cork. So you're sitting on memory of the 10 for Mana, right? Anthony corrected us there that Brewster Parson and Skillen. Kev Dunn says his birthday's New Year's Day. Your sister Anya's on. She says, "Can I have Young Ned of the Hill by Rebel Hearts, please?"
Yes, we'll do that. See, obviously, Anya was so good to record that there and copy that album for me. So we'll do a request for you.
Absolutely.
So not a problem.
Craig Young says it's called a pishon. It's also true if you hear a red-haired woman whistling in the morning on her own. Right, that must be a Scottish thing, is it? I don't know. Somebody's requesting Joe McDonald. Sedanta, is that TNT now? I was actually going to give you a clue. That Sedanta want to say it's a TV channel.
Sedanta hasn't been on.
I know.
And like, Jesus.
I know. Rihanna says, God love you, Roo, they were awful. Alan Chucky says, Rebel Wednesday is the day. Roger Markland's on with his 3 black hearts. Good to see you, Roger. F and June.
2-0 to Birmingham. Oh, great. Happy
days. Yes.
It's good to see the lads are.
Domes coming down.
I suppose beating teams from Manchester isn't for everybody, Marty, is it? Like?
That's it. Well, I put that on Facebook today.
Did you?
Beating Manchester teams isn't for everyone.
Definitely not. But the Panther years are definitely well and truly back this season.
They're back. It's looking like they're back.
I think even watching Voldemort Clement there last week when he said we're skint. We haven't got a pot to piss in, literally.
I know.
Well,
when Clement comes out,
I need to sell Jack Butland for 30 million. Who's going to give like a bloody reserve keeper from Crystal Palace 2 seasons ago, and somebody's going to give him 30 million for him now? Like, I don't think so.
Roger says, even with the music that attracts, I've never get tired of listening to you. Is that me or him?
Craigie says, Mick Chimford is a madman. He brews his own version of Buckfast. Craigie, I would believe that there, because knowing Mick, he needs something to make him the man he is. You know what I mean? Like, between pints of Guinness and his own version of Buckfast, I'll have to give him a wee text and see what that stuff is.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Elaine says, ask the listeners to opt in again to do the quiz. See how good they are. And she says she's disqualified. Well, folks,
the big house is crumbling. It is. The big house cannot shut down.
The big house is coming.
The big house has to stay open, as your man famously said on what day was it? That day the basically gave up the 2012 and basically, and he's like, he's standing there with his crutch. The big house has to stay open. Right, so we'll do this one for our Anya. She was looking for the Rebel Hearts with their version of Young Ned of the Hill, and you were saying Marty McDowell was telling you the story of this here?
Well, if it's the same song that I'm thinking of, your father was telling me the history about it.
Originally sung this?
To do with Roddy McCorley.
Right.
And Ned, I can't remember the name, your father would know it. Is it Ned O'Donnell? I think it's the Ned that they're talking about. And he either protected Roddy McCorley or he touted on him, one of the two. But I'm sure your father will correct. But anyway, go ahead and play the song because I don't want to say things if they're not correct.
Have you ever walked the lonesome hills or heard a curlew's cry? Or seen the raven black as night upon the windswept sky? To walk the purple heather and to hear the west winds cry, to know that's where the reverie must die. A curse upon you, Oliver Cromwell, you're right there, motherland. I hope you're running down and out for the hearts that you sent to our misfortunate forefathers. From your out to there, but right to hell or cannot, may you burn in hell tonight. Man, I'd like to speak by referee. My name indeed is family business and slaughtered. Put a price upon his head. His name is known in song and story, and his deeds are legend still. A murder for the money was the young at Caoimhín. You ever robbed their homes and fortunes, even drove us from the land. You tried to break our spirits, but you'll never understand. For the love of dear old Ireland, good forts and iron will, as long as there are gallant men like young at Caoimhín. A curse upon you, Oliver Cromwell, you're right there, motherland. I hope you're rotting down in hell for the hearts that you sent to our misfortunate forefathers. From your up to there, but right to hell or cannot, may you burn in hell tonight. A curse upon you, Oliver Cromwell, you're right there, motherland. I hope you're running down in hell for the hearts that you sent to our misfortunate forefathers. From your up to there, but right to hell or cannot, may you burn in hell tonight.
There we go. It was a Young Ned of the Hill there, from the Rebel Hearts, their version from the album.
And I have a confession to make. It was absolutely nothing to do with what I was talking about before you played it. Absolutely nothing.
Why?
Completely unrelated.
Oh, so you were listening to the song going, no, it's nothing to do with...
No, absolutely not. I've been thinking of a completely different song, so my apologies for that, folks.
So, my dad was talking about something else then. Definitely had Young Ned of the Hill.
Well, he was talking about a history about Roddy McCorley and about... things that happened. I think we actually played the song for him one night, and I thought that was the same song that Anya had requested, but obviously not. I was asking what that song is, and we'll maybe do it again next week.
Here you go. So folks, obviously you might have seen I put a post up this week about I've been doing all the Stockton Rangers games down in Nancy Mulligan's. So for this season, I'm going to be doing them in the Rock Bar upstairs. So, but I just realised the first one, I'm not going to be here. I'm going to be in Menorca. So,
Are you serious?
yeah, because I obviously spoke to Paul. I was like, "Yep, brilliant." He says, "Like, give me all the first 4 or whatever." And then I was looking through my diary last night for a booking for somebody, and I was like, "I'm in Menorca."
Was that a dairy or a London dairy?
No, a diary.
All right.
Definitely a London diary.
Definitely a London dairy.
Yeah, so I'm like, but the good thing, obviously, I'll be away, get to watch the match, but I'll obviously not be DJing, like. Yeah, I'm not going to be here. So obviously, but then
I'll take a game down and do it.
Paul texted me, he said, I'm going to be a Santa Pond as well. So I'm like, well, he really cares, like. So but listen, I just want to thank Sean and all the staff down in Nancy Mulligan. So thank you very much for having me for the last few seasons. It's been great.
Yeah,
so it has.
There's been some good atmospheres down there, all right.
Definitely some games and some brilliant.
I think I only ever missed one.
Brilliant gigs. Yeah, maybe. So definitely the last one when your woman put her thing through the roof, like, and her perm was just covered in bloody plasterboard. It was hilarious. So it was like that was a cup final, wasn't it, actually?
Yeah.
When you landed down.
Yeah. The girl punched the ceiling and the
Oh,
whole
aye.
thing come down on us.
But yeah, so again, just cheers to Nancy's for having me for the last couple of seasons for the games. It's been great. So let's say new home for the big games, and I'll go be in the Rock Bar from, well, obviously not the first game of the season in September, but the rest of the games onwards. But I'm in much need of a holiday. To say, obviously we should have been away in June, our holiday in Menorca, but the chicken pox struck our house, so they did. So there's nothing you can do with it, and Jet 2 wouldn't let us on the plane. I don't think really fancy going over on a holiday with 2 kids with chicken pox.
No,
definitely not.
No
so
chance.
Wouldn't have enjoyed it. Right, so what time are you on here?
We're on
Jesus
5
Christ.
to 9.
What the hell? This
show has flown. There's been a lot of content in the show tonight.
There has. So folks, I'm not going to apologise for like not as much music, but I think we definitely needed to get the 2 guests on, so we did.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this is what we're going to do. I say we did, because it is all Ireland final weekend. We're going to do this the song from Liam Lappin, his Armagh song. So we're so we'll find it here now. So give us a few more comments. More, I'll find it here on YouTube. So we'll let us know who's saying what or whatever.
Craig Young saying Coatbridge is the Buckfast capital. Must be of Scotland.
No, Lurgan is.
James McMullen says the first goal for Birmingham was a Tavernier own goal. Oh, Jesus Christ. Brilliant. Cromwell, may your mother be getting it still in hell. Oh, Jesus, what was that? Anthony Hart says I can do the first gig when you're away. I wouldn't even be able to work the equipment, for God's sake.
Well, you're not doing too bad here now, Marty. I'm saying that you've like from the first week, you've like everything just plugged in and all and stuff, whatever. And you're like, I suppose if I was to take a week off and you went, come on, you to the show yourself. Do you think could you?
I could turn the computers on and do what I'm doing with this one here, but putting the right wires into the right sockets and connecting it, the whole thing would blow up. You'd be going, what the fuck did you do to my gear?
Exactly, what happened?
Or else the rock bar would blow up.
Aye, will
of course.
Aye. Right, so Craig said, I'm from Kettle Milk, and I say we are what?
Contenders
for what?
It must be the Bucky thing.
The Blarneys. So yes, Anthony, we're going to play the Blarneys song now. So their new tune is called Back to the Orchard. So listen, folks, check us out on YouTube because it's a brilliant video. Like most things Liam Lappin does, he puts a few quid into it. I mean, the last one he done as well, sort of very, very funny. We song he done about some boy's scrapyard or something it was.
Yes, I remember that one.
Darcy's scrapyard, so
yeah,
it was
something like that.
It was good crack. So this one, it's the Blarneys themselves, and they've recorded this here. So I think it starts off with Ryan O'Neill, obviously just doing a bit of his speech at the end of the semi-final, and then obviously they go into the song. So folks, that is us. Hopefully we'll be back next week to do the show all over again. Say, we thought we were on a roll, but actually last week Marty stuck the brakes in that, so we did. So thanks to everyone, folks, for tuning in this evening. It's been great crack to all our Armagh supporters. Good luck this weekend. I think we're all Armagh fans this week.
We are.
Do you know what I mean? I think the only team we wouldn't have been supporting if they were in the final was Dublin. Wouldn't that be right?
Oh, definitely.
Like I think
definitely.
even all Dubs know themselves. Definitely. Like just everybody hates you. Like No, I mean, it's just there's no hard feelings or
Well,
anything.
I wouldn't say everybody hates them as such, but
Would you not?
they've won that much that it's nice to see somebody else getting in there and getting something. I don't think we actually hate Dublin. Like I wouldn't say I hate them.
Oh, I do.
Do you?
Oh, I just they're just I just don't. They're just like
The capital of your country.
self-righteous, fucking like thinking that like the world owes them something. I mean, like,
Play that song before you go off and one.
well, is there any dubs starting here? Is there? There you go, Craig Young.
Fucking dubs.
Up, there's Derek on up the dubs. Yes, Derek.
You see, there you go.
See?
Look at you started.
There we go. Right, so here we go. This is our very last one, folks. Again, so good luck to Armagh this weekend.
Good luck, Armagh.
Hopefully they do bring it back, because I think they're, and it's just as long as they don't go to penalties, like, because I will definitely feel for them if they lost no penalty shootout. Like,
and just before we go, the only orange man, woman, or child that'll be walking on the Garvahi Road this year will be Armagh supporters.
and definitely
Or
not
Vaha Abu.
Carla Lockhart and the rest of her Comanches. Fuck's sake. They may stick up in Gumtree. Aye. Drumtree for and Pitts North a few times, because as they say, as Tony McNally says in that song,
Maybe they got their tents off Tree. You wouldn't know.
you'll not be marching down Garvahi Road ever again, or the Armour Road, or up the Springfield Road.
Or Balahi.
All of them. That's it. So here we go, folks. So back to the orchard here from the Blarneys, myself, Ro, and from McClatchy here, Marty.
Good evening, folks. All the best.
We'll
Take
see
care.
you next week. Thank you very much.
Sludge it.
They said we couldn't win take games. We want to take games out of there.
Armagh, we're on the road again. We're heading back to Croker with McGeeney's mighty men. Armagh, we'll wear the orange and white. We're bringing Sam Maguire back to the Orchard tonight. We big Fermanagh in Brewster Park with 11 points to spare, on a 1-point win over down, just enough to get us there. But the heartache of the penalty on Ulster final day was just the fuel we needed to drive us all the way. We topped the group stage with a win over Westmeath and Derry, and we equalised with Galway at the end of the 70. We took Roscommon in full time, beat the Kings of Kerry. Now we're off the Croker with the Armagh cavalry. Armagh, we're on the road again. We're heading back to Croker with McGeeney's mighty men. Armagh, we'll wear the orange and white. We're bringing Sam Maguire back to the Orchard tonight. We got Geezer, Donaghy and Conleth Gilligan, McKinney and McKeever, the finest backroom team. We'll be singing and drinking the Armagh champagne at the Orchard party with Sam back home again. Captain Faulkner from the Lockshore, Rory Craig and Rian O'Neill, Mick Grimley and Creeley with their shoulders to the wheel. Vernon, Turnbull, Soapy and McKay, the full Armagh panel will blow any team away. Armagh, we're on the road again. We're heading back to Croker with McGeeney's mighty men. Armagh, we'll wear the orange and white. We're bringing Sam Maguire back to the Orchard tonight. We thank the family and friends who are sadly here no more. The man who wore the jersey no longer at the fore. But the heavens will open with joy at the sight when Armagh are crowned All-Ireland champions tonight.